Vital. Post-incident log. After the initial jump, areas of the Oracle have somehow been sectioned off by strange energy fields or barriers. The fields allow no one to pass and are somehow able to repel, almost teleport, the trespasser back. I am certain these new fields are related to the Vortex Phantoms. Both resonate with the same energy pattern. The exact same pattern we were studying for Anasco's experiments. Something happened in Dasra. And if the situation is bad here, I fear for our brethren in the city. continued to jump. It is completely out of our control. Not only that, but I believe the initial surge of energy we experienced is transformative. With each passing day, more of the crew succumb to whatever residual energy we were exposed to. Most are instantly hostile, but we discovered some are able to retain a sense of self. At least, momentarily.
cells dislodged in the last jump. The gravity. Restoring the gravity may pull the cell into place. If I can get to the control room, if I can No! They are coming!
Iraq Vital. Post-incident log. I am one of the few remaining unaffected crew on the Oracle. Nadine, Basira, and Taras are the only others I was able to find. I fear it is just a matter of time before we succumb to this energy that is turning the others. How long will we last? And will my mind be strong enough to hold out when my time comes? Basira and I have programmed the Oracle to return to Varun Kai's orbit once it is able. All of our research will automatically be transmitted the moment we are within Dasra's range. I pray our work here was not in vain.
Controls! Why will they not respond to me? Work, damn you!
Warning. Gravity procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Restoring gravity in 3, 2, 1. Power cell connected. Report to operations for system reboot.
The vortex phantoms. Where did they go? Something is wrong. No! Not now! I have to hold on! Mainframe reboot initiated. Commencing protocol. Station lockdown completed. All major systems on standby. Mainframe reboot completed. Warning. Station jump procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Jump in 3, 2, 1. Execute. Jump completed. Station lockdown released. Initiating data transfer. Incoming transmission.
This is Dasra calling the Oracle station. We've received your transmission. Your orders are to send a representative down here immediately. It appears we have much to discuss.
Undocking complete, Captain. This better be good. Landing site locked. Take us in.
Hold very still, and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You have no right to be here. You will tell me how you found this place. But it was lost. All communication ceased.
Indeed it did. The Oracle is perhaps the least of our problems, I'm afraid. Boris, I think we need not fear our guest. Perhaps, in this time of need, the Great Serpent has delivered us a gift.
Counselor, with due respect, we have not had unannounced visitors here in generations. It is a clear breach of security.
I do not disagree, and I know that security, in whatever small form we can grasp it, is of paramount importance. But you must acknowledge the timing is curious. And perhaps our guest's intent should be determined. We received the automated transmission, but...
Great Serpent!
What's happening again?
Hear me!
Speaker, we are here!
We have reached out to you to seek guidance in our hour of need. The gate in the Citadel has been opened just to seek you. Have I failed you? What is this place? Where am I? Why do you not show yourself? I strive only to follow your command. All must serve. Please, do not leave me in darkness. I seek only your wisdom, your guidance. Great Serpent, your children cry out to you. Will you not answer us?
Our leader, Anasko Varun, he has appeared like this over and over. So many of our people have been trapped in this state, these vortex phantoms. But usually they are hostile. If only we could hear his voice, some reassurance that all is not lost. I am not able to go into detail. While most are hostile, Anasko is... The Great Serpent spared him that fate. He's different. If only we could communicate with him. You... Despite the sightings, none have heard the word from Anasko in all... Do not toy with me. Not about this. By the Serpent. No outsider would know our creed. Truly, you did it. People of House Varun, hear me! We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us. This outsider has been chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the Great Serpent's divine providence, and he will help save us all. Outsider, please. There is no denying you have been sent, but there are precepts that must be followed, principles that must be obeyed. Even in these dire circumstances, we cannot turn from Jinan Varun's teachings. You will be granted safe passage through Dazra and the lands beyond. No harm will come to you. On that, you have my word. You even have my assurance that your compatriot here will also remain unharmed. But to truly aid us, you must become part of House Varun. This is not a thing done lightly, and it cannot be taken back. Well, efforts to do something, anything about. I believe your arrival, if nothing else, represents a sign. It must be ordained that you would appear before us now. Excellent. Please, forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Malibor Dulkev, a member of the High Council of House Varun. Our situation is dire. We need all the help we can get. He has led House Varun since the death of his father Jarek. He believed he was on the cusp of realizing. I should perhaps not speak too much of it, but there has been concern that he was lost to us. Your interaction with him, if you can hear him, he is not beyond rescue. Please, enter our city. You have my word that you will not be harmed. Without our leader, not long. Jamal and I had owned... It has been quite a challenge. Lovek, on the other. Any decision about House Varun, we offer perspectives and opinions. Or, at least that is how. Once this is all... That depends a great... Generations ago, we made a... Some amongst us saw the schism within... They are... I would ask that until you have become promised, you avoid the citizens of Dazra. They are not used to outsiders. Open the gate! I must have to reveal for now, but surely you saw the scaled citadel as you arrived. It was the center of here, an explosion of sorts that has annihilated most of our city. We have lost many of our brothers and sisters. I believe we are still in danger.
Outsider here in Dazra. These really are strange days.
What is the meaning of this? Is there a problem, Makula?
The city is in shambles. The speaker is missing, and here you are leading some outsider through our sacred space? Why allow this husk to defile our city? Have we not lost enough?
Have faith. I believe this outsider was guided here by the great serpent himself. Soon, serpent willing, they will be one of us. But I can be sure and pass your concerns on to the rest of the High Council, if you wish. I apologize for the interruption.
You have no place in our
There is a
city.
ritual intended for converts to the Promised that has not been performed in generations. We are fortunate that there are those still alive who remember the old ways and have remained prepared for such a moment as this. Herald Inaza. I suspected we might find you here waiting.
I saw the ship landing. I knew immediately that I would be needed.
Indeed you are. This is Inaza Kaisir, Herald of the Serpent. She will guide you through the ritual. I am needed elsewhere, but I assure you that you are in good hands.
So, the Greats... No husk that walk the Serpent's path. To enter... This is a path you must walk of your own free will, alone. Will you step forward and emerge anointed? one of the promised. A lesson, a test. You have not been filled with purpose. Then enter, for this is a journey you must undertake alone. Your You must walk the path. I am merely here to guide you along your way. I will await you at the end. It has served more than one purpose for our people. For a brief time it was home. But then, in his wisdom, Jinan Varun saw that ended after the Serpent's crusade. It feels right. Go on and continue to fulfill your holy purpose. Before House Farouk, there were humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path. One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. They were each alone and isolated, individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice. But Jinan Varun encountered the great serpent and was given the gift of knowledge. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them. They followed his guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their former lives. And thus, House Varun was born. Now you too have the chance to cast aside your burdens, to relieve yourself of anything that holds you back. The people's hopes and fears and dreams were entrusted to the Great Serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House Varun to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps and take that same leap. Embrace the Great Serpent, and he will embrace you. The people of House Varun settled this world, at first in these very caves. Shinan Varun himself slept among them in these shelters. It was here that he spread the word of the serpent. It was here that the people of House Varun first understood the truth of their place in the universe. And it was here that the people of House Varun first understood the truth of the shrouding. The Great Serpent's return. He will encircle the universe he created, and all into shadow. And the people weighed this note. Against their former lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult new life that awaited them. You too would do well to feel that solace amidst the pain. Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the Great Serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Make now a sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether in life or in death, all must serve. Let us begin the final ritual. While Lance and Jinan Varun have stood before the Great Serpent, we can all feel his presence. To solidify his bond, you are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House Varun's connection to the Great Serpent. Pick the two that call to you. Place them on the altars. Offerings to the Great Serpent that he may fill you with his spirit and make you a promise. And so you arise, one of the Yes. Your devotion to the Great Serpent and perseverance to... I grant you the title of Diviner. All will know you. Above us, all must serve.
Hello, Divina.
You would speak with me?
Welcome, Divina. You stand before what remains of the hut. We are all that is left after the disaster that has befallen our people. I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from... We are, all of us, hopeful that your arrival in Dazra... But you do. We have only seen brief glimpses of him since... the incident. But you heard him speak. How... Please, just...
By all means, Malabor. I can't wait to see how you spend this.
Please, can we just for a moment...
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Varun since before any of us were born? A bit late on that, it seems.
You were not there. You did not see Anasco. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time...
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
Do not waste time with more bickering. Anasco, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please, Malabor. Do go on.
Anasco Varun, like his father before him, has relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us. Anasco wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great Serpent, and so sought a means of reaching out.
Perhaps he found the teachings inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
I mean nothing by it. We simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a series of experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now. We'd be like the rest of them.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and swept across Dazra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state. Right there and yet beyond our reach. We can only assume that the experiment is still running, somehow preventing us from entering the Citadel. We cannot get in, so we cannot stop it. We're beginning to lose hope before you arrived. Your arrival and your interaction with Anasco shows that he can still be saved. A plan had been devised to access the Citadel, but the work stalled. Clearly, it is time to move forward with it. The current head of our science team, Ekris, should be in Jinan Plaza down below us, towards the Citadel. Tell him about your experience with Anasco, and that work on the morning device must proceed.
Yes? Did you require something? What may I do for you?
Something I can do for you?
Do you know the scientists out at Hamadi Station?
The old married couple? Azad and Shireen, if I remember right. I've met them a few times. They seemed a little eccentric, but otherwise quite nice.
That's them, yes.
Do you truly have no shame, Amin? No shame
Greetings.
at all. What you have done goes beyond disgraceful. It is morbid, disgusting. You should be hanging your head in shame. But instead, here you are, acting...
What? What do you want? Seems your outburst has attracted some outside attention, brother. If it...
Please accept my apologies.
Oh yes, go on.
This is no squabble, you pump. I can forgive stealing my money or pawning my valuables. What I cannot abide, however...
I was drunk, I did not know.
It is an urn, not a vase, you ignoramus. And you were the one who chose it when Mother passed away. I am tired of your shamelessness, and I am done. You have gone too far this time.
What? Are you...
Borhall, there is already so much death in the city. What...
Too late, Danica. I accept. In fact, you. You shall be my second. No, why not you? You seem capable.
The true answer is because Amila has no one, family or otherwise, willing to be his second. He has burned every bridge there is. He will have to resort to picking someone off the street regardless, so...
I do not want to wait any longer than... Then it is settled. Outsider, as for you, Amila, enjoy these last few...
Do not sound so
Their family home is this way.
Give me
it
the
is not
strength
far.
to do
We can
what must
discuss
be
the
done.
matters there.
I
You
ever
will be
see
working
my
with me.
family again?
As seconds, it is our duty to prepare for the duel and ensure fairness. I am sorry that you have found yourself in this situation. But know that you are doing Amila a great favor. He truly has no one else who would be willing to do this for him. He has burned every bridge imaginable. It seems that after years of suffering Amila's embarrassment, Borhall has reached the boiling point. But still, to challenge your brother to a duel... I pray that we will be able to work towards a peaceful resolution before it is too late.
I got you your favorite from the main house. Extra fatty, just the way you like. Sweet enough?
No telling how long it will take to rebuild.
Unless this is important, leave me be. Look who it is.
Yes?
Another drink will not. We lost a lot. You seem to be doing well. I'll drink to that.
This bar is the only thing. This is what I have.
Ah, yes. Hello there. Well, you have made quite a stir. To what do I owe the... Did he now? But approval? I will spare you much of the... One cannot help but notice the energy field around the scaled citadel. Until we can get through it, we cannot shut down the experiment inside, and... We had the beginnings of a plan to build a makeshift contraption to redirect grav drive energy to see if we could penetrate the barrier, but every one of the houses needs to contribute, and what should have been a cooperative and so, construction never began. We have sat here. I don't disagree, but allow me to impart some advice. Most would consider that disloyal. Possibly even... I believe I've done enough complaining. If you're here, I need to oversee construction. The first convert in generations. The only one to have heard from the speaker since the disaster. Oh, House Fetal owes us access codes for the city power grid. It's the only way to get... House Kadik was supposed to provide a young scientist named Sahima to help me. She had at least some experience. And Hasmek, the new elder of House Dulkef, he has been distant, guarded. He helped me get what we need. And I may have... We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few weeks, but I have still spent some time doing my own research, when I can. These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating. I know. We have encountered... Second, we have learned that killing the phantoms sometimes causes an even greater disturbance. Horrors, as they have been colloquially termed, can appear from... somewhere. We are unsure of their origin, but it is not... These horrors and their spawn are infested with cysts, a seemingly organic manifestation of vortex energy. We have managed to collect enough to run experiments and have devised a method of combining them into an explosive mixture with varying... While they have no use in the development of the morning device, if you find yourself out in the field, I believe they could have more... Well then, allow me to provide you with a few starting samples. The process is simple enough that any industrial workstation should suffice, if you have the materials. And, depending on how you combine said materials, you may find the results to be somewhat variable. I hope you can use that to... Yes. We have been nearly overwhelmed with these phantoms, the...
I hope when you return to the settled systems, you'll aid in showing them the true path.
This is exactly the impression we don't want to give.
Please, Jamal. Don't you see how all
May
this
the Great
works in our
Serpent bless
favor?
you.
It's not up for discussion. I won't risk one. So, Akris, don't worry. Jamal's art. I'm Razma. You're right. It's not wise. Besides, who am I to argue with the great... I know the Council is looking. They're being held hostage by Zealots. The Zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, they'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or fine. Worst case, a seat at the hut. They know we can't risk Sahima for Daz. Aha. Normally I'd have agents doing everything, but we too suffered losses. We need to be here. Present. It's the only reason I even agreed to these negotiations. And that... I don't know where the Zealots are keeping Sahima, but... Their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik, and they also work for me as an agent in the Ministry. This As I said, Merrick works for me in the Ministry of Conjunction. They've been established. Forcing them to give up the information could jeopardize. Get the information any way you see fit. See that you do. You'll find.
Yes?
You're no member of House. Oh, so you're the heretic. So tell me, what would... Oh, I certainly don't. So much for... I guess this means the High Council is still asking... And if you're here making demands, she obviously has decided to make use of you rather than undergo some... I see what's going on. On the contrary, I know how important it is. I've worked hard to... And like I've told Rosma 1,000 times, I have... So, as far as I'm concerned... You make a good point, for an outsider. And perhaps I should take your presence here. The location you're looking for is... It's an old Varun base that they've taken over for themselves. Rosma will know it. Let her tell you the details, seeing as how... It better.
I can't believe this is happening. You must have gotten the location. Ah, yes. If my intel is correct, you can find... Shadow Station Epsilon is one of them. As I mentioned before, I wasn't willing to risk Agent... Epsilon was once a The Zealots have since vastly expanded upon it. The sooner the better. Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I expect them. The current plan is to hold them at one of the... Meet us there when Sahima... I see you have a grasp on how these... I'll stall the Zealots as long as I... That being said... Now, Jamal...
Diviner, a word before you go? Tell me, Diviner.
Have you heard anything back yet? I fear the worst.
An oversimplified observation. The Zealots are widely frowned upon with... They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade. Days, has my dear sister given you any history on our house? I'm surprised she even mentioned that. Rasma would have... The truth is, she's had this particular group of... That is the real reason why Rasma hasn't... Exactly. House Kadik already has a reputation for being sympathetic to the Zealots. Rasma wants the Zealots to back House Kadik, so the balance of power between the noble houses... She's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid... The Council knows nothing of her work with the Zealot. All elders have their own ambition. What none of us expected was the aftermath is what Rasma has lost control. And that's what I wish to see. House Kadik shouldn't be associating with Zealots at all, except on... But worse, we absolutely cannot be supplying them with ordnance. We need to cut ties with the Zealots. How astute. I want you to put an end to any connections between House Kadik and the Zealots. And while my position won't allow me to be blunt, should the hostages not survive, Rasma would blame the Zealots and cut all ties. What we need is Sahima's research. You just need to bring it back. I see I misjudged you. Well, should you change your mind? And Diviner, this conversation...
How's the documentation going? Please, I don't want to talk about it. Would you rather be out?
Apologies, you do not have approval to trade. Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me. Apologies, but you're not clear to purchase from me yet.
To not fully dedicate is to risk the path of the apostate.
The incident was a terrifying show of the Serpent's power. The Great Serpent watch over you.
since the incident. Folded.
All I am saying is that I am not pleased with our brothers and sisters who are standing beside the great sure you know what I am referring to.
You have the look of one who is... I welcome you. Have you come, see? Or has your journey... An explorer? I suspect. There is no cause. I would be happy. Ah, your kindness is a gift spread across the land to sin against the great serpent. We first come here to... We travel to each of the way shrines. When that is done, we return in this way. Oh, and who knows? Wisdom. Here. It's my copy of the original Path of Redemption. It was he who first... Begin reading it here. I shall await your return.
This journey has renewed my faith.
My brother lost his wife and home in a catastrophe.
was advisable.
Salutations. Great serpent protective friend.
You have the look of one who has traveled far in life. I welcome you, fellow traveler. Have you come? Or has you... An explorer, I suspect.
As I walk the serpent's path, my heart is filled with humility.
I will...
I advise a hasty retreat. It will save your life. I am uncertain why you believed conflict with us was advisable. The enemy is no longer visible. Searching. It is a fact that my firepower exceeds yours. I doubt the enemy will return. I believe the enemy is nearby. I am not picking up the enemy on my scanner. Perform a wellness check and address any injuries. Utilizing that power around other humans. Commencing item exchange protocols. Good day, Captain. without corporeal damage is astounding. The likely end is your death. I am uncertain why you believe conflict with us was advisable. Attempt combat with us, you will not survive. The probability of your defeat is extremely high. It is unwise to remain hostile towards us. defeating us. My firepower exceeds yours. Probability of your defeat is extremely high. Detected. I advise a hasty retreat. It will save your life.
You're here to help. That zealot had a key. You have to get me out of here. Who are... Serpent's Grace, I knew it! It's more than just me. The zealots have been using them to force me to continue my They think I have all the answers since the So my theory is correct? I knew it! I told them! But no, of course. Negotiations? I overheard the zealot. Not only does the High Council... I get it. Yes, step 1 is... The zealots aren't aware. I told them I needed full... They think I'm applying. Right, getting there. The other hostages are being kept. I can disengage them. You just have to clear out... Good. Those... While you get the rescue underway, I'm going to set up... I'll meet you and the others. Well, you have to. I just need enough time. Think of it as a fail. Good. I'll see you outside.
be merciful. Has help finally arrived?
Who are you?
What?
You aren't a zealot. The Great Serpent is... I wish it were... The zealots separated us. Please. We'll be ready.
Mighty Great Serpent! Protect us!
Caution, threat incoming. It is unwise to remain hostile towards us. Why you believed conflict with us was advisable. Do not attempt combat with us. You will not survive. will not be able to. To walk at full speed with your pack that full.
Great Serpent, protect me. The Great Serpent has heard me. Thank you.
Is this the thing, Serpent? I thought I was done for.
That's everyone accounted for. You did it!
Serpent bless you.
Correction. It's time for you to... I'm going to stay back a moment and make sure... I'll catch up with you. Don't worry. I'll be there when it counts.
I can't thank you enough for saving us.
The Great Serpent himself must have sent you.
I still can't believe we're free.
Unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted to see. Please tell me you bring good news. Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Razma, who is this? You? I'd expect better security.
This is hardly official business.
Yes.
Over. You'd risk everything. You're no one. Only a
It's true, Mihail.
You...
Test me. This remote device will launch a virus that will detonate systems within Epsilon.
You realize how this may affect future partnerships. You'd jeopardize our connect...
It jeopardizes nothing.
The natural order. You'll know every...
Are you sure?
You'll launch that virus, then
What's there to recon? No, but it's the death then. Besides, you think I...
You mean, do we think you'd throw away your life? And the lives of everyone at... No. I for one. And you can't deny our partner.
We'll see about that. Yes. Their lives are better. We can always find. So, what's a few? Enough talking!
Harold blessed us in this fight.
Good to see you.
House Kadik is in your...
As am I.
Tahima, you are...
I know. And here, it's the research and algorithm that... I'm sure they'll appreciate it more. I'm going back to check on... Great.
We'll talk later. As I was... You've helped me maintain... As for what you've... I'd appreciate... Huh. If you're... The others involved no better than... As much as it disappoints me, Jamal's never cared for our view with the Zealot. But this is what... You and the rest of our... Now, I...
Sorry.
You do not understand. I saw a Nasco, took measure of his burdens.
Ah, we're... Perfect. I have no doubt. If only the others had this. This leaves houses Dul Kef.
Politics can wait. Every moment we delay, and Nasco...
For the last time.
It is the hubris of some...
You claim he has...
I do no such thing. Until that is proven. It is fine to question, but the proof is not in our work.
Fine. I feel like I've... Diviner, speak to my... Agree to her.
The great serpent sends you to me once again. I have seen visions of... And now that you...
Well put. But rest assured, at the edge of the crater, it is as the great in my vision, in the first, and in time. Indeed, in the second, at its terminal, you stepped into this.
A rough end. Well, still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. The closer one ventures to the heart of the anomaly, the closer they are to the phantoms and horror. Moreover, if this cave was cut open by the calamity itself, then it is an unnatural formation. Not in the way you and I speak, but in crude terms. But this... I am no heretic. I will not...
You may not realize it now. Then you must embark to the north. Step through it.
Hello, Captain. I will keep your items safe, Captain. I will see you at a later time.
The Great Serpent would not have done this unless truly necessary. You must not doubt.